As if my life wasn't complicated enough already. So this is my 2006 BMW 740i. Bought yesterday for the princely sum of 10,500 Australian dollars. What a bargain, eh? It's done about 180,000 kilometers. It's kind of getting run in now. And what do you think, eh? Pretty amazing. I mean, look at it. I mean, that looks like $1 million. Well, 100,000 or $220,000, which is what this would have cost back in 2006. Paintwork is magnificent. Few scuffs on the wheels. Interior looks its age a bit, but wow, it is one of the most amazing bargains of the century. So why did I do this? Well, as you know, things have been going a bit pear-shaped with my other cars, my Audi R8 and the C63, Mercedes C63. You can check out the videos up here where I have explained what happened to those. They were both flooded at the end of November, and I've been going slowly crazy trying to work out how I'm going to keep the channel going with no cars to video. So I started looking through car sales and thinking, what can I do? I don't want to spend $2,000 a month on a rental car that is going to be a box when I could spend $10,000 and get this. Pretty good, hey? But you know, I know all the stories with the BMW 7 Series. I know there's going to be, you know, potentially some expenses involved here. Not entirely sure how much, but sucks air in through teeth because these things can be really expensive. There's a few things going a bit pear-shaped. The electrics, yeah, sometimes just cut out randomly, so not working the soft closed doors now. I think that's going to be a battery issue. I think probably changing the battery will solve that. The windscreen washers don't work, so that's a bit of a urgent problem. The driver's side rear window does not operate. There's a few other things. So yeah, it's going in for a service on Thursday, and it's at that point that we'll really get to see whether this car is bargain of the century or it's a complete disaster. So let's take a walk round and I can show you all the features. So it's in sterling grey, which is a lovely colour, kind of graphite grey. I'm very partial to this kind of colour on my cars, as you probably know. The wheels, nice design wheels. Few bits of curb rash either side, but you know, I'm not too fussed about that. Beautiful looking. One thing that I'm going to get done next week is this rear window here, which looks like the boiling surface of the sun. Doesn't add much to the look of the car, so I'm going to get that fixed. It's just a new tint required. Very decent sized boot. Powered tailgate. Very nice. Got the soft closed doors. As you can see, they're still all operational. Let's just have a look in the cabin. Nice wood trim there. Now I can't do this very easily because the struts have died. But anyway, there's the engine, complete with the previous owner's leaves stuck in there. 4 litre V8. As you can see, looks pretty tidy. Oh, I'm gonna drop this down. I need the struts. Oh, there we go. So here we are, driving the crazy barge, BMW barge. Lots of nicknames we can have for this car. The Bangle Butt Beamer, the barge, the land yacht. It's kind of a land yacht kind of thing. Very comfortable. Very quiet. It's crazy, really, that little money can buy this much car. Similar to the top end, you know, Mercedes, I guess they depreciate in a similarly precipitous manner. But when you put your foot down, oh, that V8 does give you a bit of a nudge in the back. It's pretty cool, really. I think it's about 300 horsepower. Not desperately, you know, not huge by today's standards, but 300 horsepower, 3 something Newton meters of torque. Plenty, really. It's a 6-speed automatic. Yeah. So much tech as well, though. I mean, it's got the soft closed doors, you know, 4-zone climate control. I did 300 Ks in it this morning, and it was almost as good as you could expect a big old car to be. You can drive it in manual. We've got the paddle, well, they're not really paddle because they're more like button shifters. The buttons for your thumbs change down, and the buttons behind the wheel change up. Kind of weird getting used to that after the left and right paddle shifters, but yeah, it kind of makes sense, I guess. I thought I should tell you a little bit about how this purchase came about, because I was looking at the car sales listings and I was trying to decide between a 7 Series and a 5 Series, and I went to have a look at a 5 Series, a 540, same engine essentially, and the interior quality was just nowhere near as good. I mean, this is just in a different league compared to the 5 Series. So whilst the 5 Series would probably have been a better or more sensible purchase in terms of, you know, maybe being less prone to issues, there was really no question that the 7 Series was the one that I wanted to get. And so I looked at a number of adverts for 7 Series in the kind of $8,000 to $14,000 range, which is still crazy cheap, but I always can tell when somebody is really passionate about their car because they will describe it very carefully and thoughtfully. And I saw this one advertised, and I pinged the guy, and on Sunday morning organised to go and test drive it, have a look around it. So I went and met the guy on Sunday morning, and charming chap, and showed me all the paperwork and allowed me to take it for a test drive. That's where I nearly mashed the gearbox because I got the paddles wrong. He was cool about it, it's fine. And then went to look at this 5 Series just for comparison purposes, and immediately I set eyes on the 5. I didn't even have to test drive it. I said, no, not interested. I need to be looking at the 7 Series. So texted him back later that day and said, look, he was going to get it serviced and have a few things attended to, and I said, look, don't worry yourself, let's just make an adjustment in the price. So I said, look, if you can let me have it for 10, I will take the responsibility of all the little niggles that need to be sorted out. And he came back and said, look, can you do 10.5? No problem, deal was struck. So thanks to our banking system nowadays, we can actually transfer funds in real time. Hallelujah, should have been able to do that 20 years ago, but now we can actually do it. So he had the funds by 3 in the afternoon, I think it was, and at about 6 o'clock he texted me to say you can come and pick it up. So got a taxi over to where he lives, and family invited me in, and they were the most hospitable family and the most amazing kind of experience, because this car clearly meant so much to them. I think their kids had probably grown up through teenage years traveling in this car, and it was like they were really sad to see the car go, and I'll just show you a quick photo. I know that they asked me not to show this photo, but I'll blur out the faces. But they took photos of all the family members with the car before I drove it off. And to kind of cap it all, really, they gave me this extraordinary present. And take a look at this clip of my daughter opening it yesterday. Oh my God.
Oh. You got the chocolates and coffee?
What is
espresso
that?
Coffee beans.
Coffee beans?
Here's your car. Have some coffee with that.
That is so... Oh, look at
And then
that.
you've got some Hunter Valley Chardonnay.
How amazing. Like, when they gave me this box, I said to them it was like... It was a more than a dealer it was like a dealer experience, like I was buying it from a dealer and you get presents and everything. Well, that is quite amazing.
Wow.
Quite amazing. Show me, let's have a look. Wow, look at that. That is just beautiful. Well, all I can say is wow. Thank you to the sellers of this lovely car who've given us this wonderful present.
I think it's more you bought this and then they gave you the cars.
They gave me the cars for
yeah.
yes. So just the most, generous spirited people. Just glad that the car was going to a nice, someone who will really appreciate it and will love it as much as they did. And wonderful experience. Anyway, that's the drive. So I'm really thrilled with this car. I think it's going to be fantastic fun. If it keeps going as well as it's going now, I'm hoping it will make for some great content. If it breaks down and we have some issues, I hope that will be great content for you guys too. So for me, it's win-win. So that's my new BMW 740i. Let me know in the comments what you think. Is it a bargain or is it a money pit waiting to happen? I'm yet to be convinced either way. Initial impressions are good. but there are some issues which I think might be quite expensive, so let's hope they don't occur too soon. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy it, don't forget to smash that like. If you'd consider subscribing and hit that notification bell, that will be great too, because that really helps me to make more videos. You can follow me on Instagram and Twitter at Maserati Guy 2017, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye for now.